Hello everyone, Michaela here. How are you today? It is a beautiful, albeit chilly day here in New Jersey. So we're going to warm you up with some amazing information on cool new products coming out from Krysalis Kouture. This is an extension of our episode number 17, Paloma Soledad and all the things. So I'm going to invite her in. She is going to warm your heart and warm your head and actually keep it cool in the summer. So let's find out some more. All right, here we go. Hang on.
Hey, how's
There we go.
it going?
So, hello, Paloma. I am doing great today. I am, like I said in the opening, I am looking at abundant
Excellent.
sunshine,
I was gonna
and I'm happy to be warm inside.
I am
so
excited
that.
about the sunshine as well.
How are you?
I feel like we're all ready for it. It gets a little depressing
Good.
at the end of winter, so.
It does. I mean, and even when we know, right? Even when we're super cognitive, aware, and conscious on the internal, it still takes a lot to kind of motor through a cold winter, especially for ours, like where we had no snow, right? So it's just like a cold and kind of drop. So as we approach new things and new life of the springtime, I think it's totally appropriate that we have you on here today. So my podcast, And All the Things, features individuals who use their gifts to grow, change, and serve. And I asked you to be a guest on my podcast because I was deeply inspired by not only the products you create using sustainable materials made by people like 100 years ago, and making it adaptable for people who have special needs with their bodies, with their medical conditions, you name it, but also because you are such an incredible light. And I love listening to our podcast, and every time I hear it, I take something new. What did you think? How was your experience on your
I really enjoyed it. You made me feel very comfortable. It flowed very nicely, and it might be a little too long for people to watch, but I was actually interested when I watched it, and I was there, and I know all the things, so.
Well, you're an interesting person, right? So it's great when you can be interested in yourself. And that's so much of what my job is, not only in the podcast, but in my coaching practice, is to help people see what's so truly magical about what they have to offer. So I wanted to share something with you that I was talking with a friend of mine, Wade Forbes. He is an incredible artist. He uses marker. He does graphic note-taking for large corporations. And then he also does these very small daily inspiring posts. But I texted him after our conversation and I said, you know, Wade, I thought so much of you and your willingness, which is the need, right? His need to sit with the art in both a steadfast experience, which is his practice and strength, the training part, right? And the curiosity of the unknown, which is the magic. And I just see so much of that in you, in the both of you, and in artists in general. How do you balance that, right? Like there's so much, your body knows it's going to do this thing, but you also have to just trust and be open, right? How do you move through that? Like, how do you keep the steadfast practice and the super curious mindset? Because I don't have that artistic drive in that way. Words, yes, sure, but
I think it actually just made me think about happy accidents. You know, about just going with the flow, and something inspires you, and you dive into that, and as you work on whatever that project is, you let those accidents actually kind of push you into new directions. And instead of being upset by them, a lot of times you can learn by them. And I think that's the same with life. So.
Y'all, she's so good. You're so good. And that's like, that is the key to life, right? Like finding the happy mistakes and learning from them and growing and saying, I'm still going to choose beauty and success, right? The desire to drive forward. So I just wanted to share that because I think I just really marvel at my artist friends in those capacities, right? And there's so much physical work into it. And for you, moving through cancer and having that physical limitation, and still to come out on the side of magic. I just wanted to share that I see that in you, and I value when I get to see those things, because it helps me in my work find it in other people.
Well, thank
and then
you.
Also to find more of it
inspire. I don't know. I just
thank you.
Exist and move forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And in our existence, just allow ourselves to be creative and curious and to shine. So in our conversations after our podcast recording, you had this vision and you came up with the name. And the name you came up with is Finding Beauty in Adversity, a conversation on fashion, cancer, and art. And I thought it was just so perfect. Finding beauty in adversity. How do you today, what products do you offer today to help people find the beauty in themselves?
Well,
throughout the adversity.
Like you mentioned, I had cancer, and the immunotherapy really made my body, besides all of the surgeries, it made my body change so dramatically that you kind of lose who you are. And so as you're pulling those strings back together to figure out who the new you is, kind of at the end where my hair had been falling out, my body changed, I couldn't wear my clothing. I came up with some ideas to put together adaptive wear clothing. And my first offering were these headscarves. So I didn't lose. Thanks.
Which looks gorgeous on you.
That is the one of the painting in the back. And this one.
Is that the one of the painting in the back? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You'll have to watch the full podcast to hear how that happens.
Absolutely. Yes, you have to watch that. I'm not talking about it.
So stay tuned for more.
So when I didn't lose all my hair, so I didn't wear wigs, but the scarves would fall off. And when I looked for head coverings, I was a little bit uninspired by what was out there. It didn't represent me. And I wanted to offer something that was really high quality. So I came up with this. It's genuine silk. It's a custom printed scarves. This one comes in 4 variations. I'll show you the other one as well. And organic cotton lining. And also it's good for you. Yes. And I had missed my hair.
So it's
I had
good
to cut
for
it
you
really
all
short
around.
It had gotten so thin.
So
like this one you can style in a million different ways. And it has a little scrunchie here, so you can just kind of shove the pieces back in there, and you know, you can feel creative even though you don't have to tie it. They are easy to put on, take off. And right now I'm wearing something that isn't quite available on my website yet, but I'm really excited about it. This is my summer scarf. Yeah, so this is a summer scarf.
Drum roll, please.
And it is just the really nice. I have extra elastic in here, so it's nice and sturdy. It doesn't fall off. And then the actual scarf. And of course, you can see right here, that's the scrunchie.
Beautiful.
So when I made these, I thought, oh, my deluxe version, which you can see here, I'll show you. And the deluxe, yes, the deluxe version actually
also pretty.
Just awkward. Here we go. It has a slouchy beanie underneath with a tight fitting beanie in the inside. So it mimics the fullness of hair. But then I thought, oh my gosh, winter's going to be over. I better come up with something for the summer. And so I made this. It's nice and lightweight. And then I started wearing them, and I love it. Even though my hair is freshly washed, it's great for when your hair's dirty and you just want to kind of cover it up. So, so you can see, this is what I call the art scarf, of course, because of the painting. And then I also have the handkerchief version, which, get back. It's like that.
Cute.
Actually.
Which is so much easier than trying to tie an actual handkerchief. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't tie it right, and then it gets too tight.
You can body pin it, and the pins come out, and it's pulling, and it's just such a pain in the butt. And there's got to be a better way. There is. Mm-hmm. So you can also see this is the
Thank you for solving the problem.
And I really wanted to have something that was like Jackie O style, 1960s, Brigitte Bardot. And this also has a slouchy beanie in it. So if you have alopecia or if you've lost your hair from chemo treatments, it really camouflages that hair loss. And that was my main goal. But because it's summertime, I am going to show you this. I know. It all grew back. And it's awesome.
Look at all that hair. Oh, yeah. I just marvel.
I feel like I've
for it to all be gone and to come back in such fullness.
But so yes. I'll do yard work or whatever. I'll go hiking with it. So I just go like this, put it on, and then I pull my hair through the back.
Super.
Well, no, it's right through.
Oh, through the scrunchie.
It's just like a kerchief scarf.
Just through the flap.
Mm-hmm. But, that's and awesome. I like this, so that's the little gathering, so it kind of gives you a side part.
I love it.
Yeah, and there you go. Yep. It makes life easy.
Little headband.
And I know. Oh, now that I have these summer versions, I can't stop wearing them, which, I don't know. It's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good thing. It's a great thing. I love it. And again, it's a bright sunny day. We have to start thinking about our summer comfort and fashion, because we do get tied up in, I think we talked about in the episode, like our vanity, right? Like when we lose our hair like that, thank you. I have not, I hope I never do, but I'm attached to it. Even when it's like pulled back in a wet ponytail, it's like, whoa, there's my head and face. And to know it's that way, not because of your choice, but because you're already facing so much adversity, and then to have to move through the world, let's be honest, being judged, being looked at, being, ooh, so sad, whatever the things that people project. This gives people an option to feel confident and beautiful and warm or cool, depending on the season. Whatever state their hair is in, and even if, like me, I haven't lost my hair, it's great to have my hair pulled back out of my head. And then to still have a little bit of framing, right? It's okay to want to be beautiful. We are beautiful, right? But the world is constantly telling us no, 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 and limiting us in our options. So I always admire people who use their entrepreneurial inspiration to solve their own problems, and by design, help other people solve theirs, right? What kind of feedback do you get on the scarves? Like from people who have used them? Because again, I've never had to use one, but I've seen a lot of the scarves they have, and they look very stiff and, still fidgety. Like I'd have to constantly adjust them all the time.
That's a big one. So is that it's very easy. Just put it on, take it off. It's great for hot flashes. When I was on 80 milligrams of steroids, and I would just get hot. Whew. And so if you're wearing the headscarf to work or something like that, you get a hot flash, you just pull it off, and then you can put it right back on. You don't even need to go to the bathroom. Tie it. You don't need a mirror. You can, you can use the reflection in your computer or something if you got to adjust it. But I think that's one of the main things, is it makes it so easy, and it's a very complex design. And that was my whole point, is that, from my time in film, costume, stop motion, I love making things overly complex, but simple and effortless from the outside. So when somebody looks at it, they wouldn't think twice. They just think, oh, it's a beautiful scarf. But actually, the construction is over the top. Yeah.
Pretty dynamic, right? But it speaks to one of the reasons you said you want to do this is you want people to be able to give them as gifts. Say, I see you, person who's struggling. I see you, person who's not sure how to see yourself. And to be able to give a gift of that confidence and that beauty. And I mean, listen, we don't want to give someone a plant that's going to require 20 hours of work a day, right? We don't want to give gifts that are tedious. So to give a gift that solves the problem and makes life easier, I mean, come on. I absolutely think it is a powerful solution to this problem, and a problem people might not even know they have because they're so accustomed to the not super comfy and the not super dynamic and the not created specifically to make them feel confident and beautiful.
Thank you.
Despite the conditions. So, touche, sister. Touche. I love it. I love it. So thank you. Y'all just got a brand new, like, first look preview of these new products coming out right in time for summer. How do we find you, Paloma? How do we follow you and Krysalis?
Well, I have all the things.
What can we do to get more of you?
There's a YouTube page that has tutorials kind of explaining how you can tie the art scarf and different things like that. I have the website where you can buy everything.
Awesome.
Next month, it will be for sale. So it'll have a deluxe version with the interior, and then the summer version will be up. And of course, Instagram, Facebook. I mostly do Instagram just because it's more like a visual portfolio. And it is very fun.
Yeah.
It is very fun.
And they're so pretty. So let's keep looking at them.
That's about it for now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, that's plenty of ways to find you. And again, folks, you know, this whole podcast, this whole experience for me is about showcasing the wonderful people I meet in life, showcasing their stories, their willingness, their desires, because I believe that shining our light so that others may grow, change, and serve is what we're here to do, right? And if my gift is to bring people onto a podcast, then dagnabbit, I am grateful that you are here and you responded to my invitation. There are so many people doing beautiful things, and Paloma, I believe that what you are doing has power, and to continue to showcase your art in that way is just keep doing it. We need it. The world needs it. We all need more love like this. So friends, follow the podcast and all the things on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. Follow Krysalis Kouture. Come hang out with me at My Joy Coach. But whatever it is that you do, know that you are super worthy of finding your gift and sharing it. And please know that we are all waiting. So, Paloma, go be so fabulous the world can't stand it. And to everyone who's watching, go do the same. I love saying it's one of my favorite things to say to people, and it gets that reaction of, whoa, really? And it's, yes, I want you to be so fabulous that the world is like, whoa, girl, right? Right? Because that's us breaking through the norms. That's us breaking into our own.
Thank you very much.
Saying that my version
I appreciate you having me on.
So keep shining. You're welcome.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Next time I appreciate it. Product coming out, let's hop on and share the world about it. All right. You got it.